I come today with a heavy heart. I really wanted to sing the praises of this game and tell everyone to go and buy it. Even though it's not a turn-based Final Fantasy game, it's still great. They even delivered on the dark and brutal themes we were promised in Final Fantasy Versus 13 years ago. But then you made Bahamut gay. People are already tapping in the comments, Europhobe, Uranist, Uranism. Look, I'm Muslim. I never stood a chance against the woke mob. Who does these days? Besides the point. You can write all you want, I don't care. But before I tear Square Enix a new one, let me start by thanking them for giving me the courage and motivation I was desperately looking for. I saw it in other people who stood up to the woke mob. That unyielding will that they have. And I knew it comes with a hint of crazy in it. That what makes it unyielding against this unrelenting assault on all what we hold dear. Now, let me tell you why I'm so angry. First, you need to know that Final Fantasy is my favorite franchise of all time. I've been playing it since the PS1 days. Now, when we talk about Bahamut, we take that to a whole nother level. To explain that, I'll have to tell you something extremely personal. And people will ridicule it to no end. I don't care. I call Bahamut the wish above all wishes. If I had 1,000 wish, he is the first wish. If I had one wish, he is that wish. And now people will call me childish, silly, all kind of stuff. I honestly don't care. Bahamut is the one part where my brain goes a little bit crazy. And that's okay by me. But in order to have that unyielding will, you need that. I think that's where the expression "you pressed a wrong button" came from. Maybe. But anyway, Square Enix, you have pushed an extremely wrong button. A bit more explanations are in order. There are levels to this insult. And it starts with how Square Enix decided to implement the summoning system in this game. They made it as you do not summon the creature to fight. No, you become the summon. Now, this on its own has been pissing me off for a while. The summoning system used to be, you choose the summon, you press that summon, the summon shows up, do his epic thing, leaves. That's it. But ever since then, they started to create all these BS ways to summon. And they never work! None of them! And if this was not in the game, we wouldn't even have an issue in the first place. Let me explain why. In Final Fantasy 13, the summoner of Bahamut was Fang. Now, Square Enix never said what is Fang in terms of sexual orientation. At least not to my knowledge. But everyone who played that game knows what Fangs is into.
Vanille! Fang! You've still got time.
And there was no issue. She was Fang, and he was Bahamut. There was no issue there. But this guy is now Bahamut.
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
Did did Bahamut, the Dragon King, the father of all summons, called a random guy Daddy? No. No.
Look how they messed with my boy.
The nightmares. The horror. Do you know what happened to the last people who gave a man nightmares he couldn't get rid of?
I will have my revenge!
Now, second issue. I admit I did not finish the game. I couldn't enjoy it anymore. It was tainted. I just couldn't. But, to my understanding, the dominants, that's the people who become the summons, their gift is passed through bloodlines. Do you know what happens to bloodline when it meets gay people? Bloodline goes bye-bye.
Do you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else.
I am even surprised they did not even try to ban the word bloodline. It's all kinds of phobes. Now, the third issue. The third issue is my younger brother. To annoy me, he calls the ruins on Bahamut from Final Fantasy X as a steering wheel. And I end up chasing him around the house to kick him. Because no one insults Bahamut on my watch. But now, and for the rest of my life, if I'm talking to him in a discussion or an argument, even if he's saying, I want to kill all the people of the world, I'm sick of it, I want to kill everyone. And I'm like, you can't do that, that's wrong, no. All he has to do is go, yeah, but Bahamut is gay. And I'll be, yeah, he is gay. Kill them all. Start with me, please. So I ask you, Square Enix, do you know what you have done? No, you don't. Fourth issue. And this is the issue where people will go, oh, okay, so he's making some sense, so he's not totally crazy. This is the issue. Bahamut and Ifrit, this is how you say their names, by the way. They both come from Arabic origins. Now, I don't have to tell you where we stand on that stuff, but yet you took it. Our history, origin, our inclusion, representation. Two words they like to harp on to no end. This was our representation, our inclusion. Yet you took it, tainted it to something we do not stand for, and then gave it to them. And they spat in your face, Square Enix. Are you happy now? Mm? Mm? You happy? Mm? I urge you to remove it from the game. It's unnecessary. It's insulting, and you gain nothing by it. You even lost the love, care, respect of people for this franchise. I was always thinking, why doesn't anyone please make a game where you control a woke character? You walk around, all the NPCs are straight white males. All of them. You go to them, you press one button. One. And they start to grovel. Oh, you woke masters. That's the whole game. That's it. So they can leave us alone. But they won't leave us alone. Never. Not even in your deepest, most hidden parts of your brain. That's where Bahamut was for me. They still got him. And what? I was baffled. How can this even happen? In what kind of version of the multiverse do I live in? What pieces of puzzle, since the dawn of time, needed to align in order for a dragon in a video game to be gay? How does this even happen? And then it hit me. It was always meant to be Bahamut. There was no one else. It was him. Call me silly. To me, that's destiny calling. Because the only thing can get me pissed off enough and say enough is enough is if you mess with the wish above all wishes. Now, a lot of people will argue this is how you do the woke stuff without it being woke. No, it's not. The way to do it is create something new. Do not take something that already exists, people relate to, and then change it, and then people don't relate to it anymore. Do something new. Create new characters. Do new stuff. Do not change what is already there. When I first saw what happened to Bahamut in this game, I was having a hello darkness, my old friend kind of moment. So I called my cousin. I needed someone to consult me, get me out of this mood. At the end of the call, he told me something, made me laugh, but I was immediately sad after that. He said, to start your journey, you're gonna need to kill what you love most. I never thought I would do this for you. Requiescat in pace, Bahamut, fratello mio.